In today's video, I'm going to show you how you can plan a week's worth of content in just 1 hour. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another week. Every single week here in this channel, I put up new videos to give you tips, hacks, and also little things that you can do to elevate your marketing game. So if that's something that you like, make sure that you hit that like button because this video is going to be lit. So you have a business and maybe it's online, maybe it's brick and mortar, but you know that you should be posting more on social media, on Instagram, on Facebook, on LinkedIn, on TikTok. But then we all as business owners, one way or another, we always go to like a block. We don't know what to post about. So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly my strategy that I use, and it is really effective on how to create and how to plan content in less than 1 hour. And this is done in 5 easy steps. So let's go in step number 1. Step number 1, make sure you have your content pillars. Before we start anything, make sure that you define your content pillars. Your content pillars will allow you to diversify your content and not talk about the same thing over and over again or present it in a different angle. So for example, my content pillars are limiting beliefs, mistakes, how-tos, tips and hacks, and also a little bit of entertainment. So for example, in my week's worth of content, I might talk today about a limiting belief that people have within my industry, but then tomorrow I might talk about a mistake that people in my industry are constantly making. Or then on Friday, I can talk about a really specific hack or tip that they can do. See how having content pillars helps you diversify your content and not only always talk about the same thing or present it in the same way. So before you move on, make sure that you identify your content pillars, and that can be something like, for example, you can talk about mistakes as well. You can talk about limiting beliefs within your industry because all industries have those two things. But then let's say you talk about inspiration. So talk about like little things that inspire you or inspire others as well in your industry. You can talk about things like how to content, how can they make something or how can achieve something, how to content, something that I also apply as a content pillar within my strategy. So step number 2, go to Google or your Explore page to look for inspiration. Okay, so now that you have your content pillars, if you already know what you want to talk about, awesome. But if you have no idea, if you're just like a little fuzzy, go on Google or go on your Explore page and start scrolling, look for inspiration. And make sure here I said inspiration. Don't copy people. Don't copy, Instagram or posts or a LinkedIn post or YouTube post. Make sure they take inspiration out of it. Or better yet, if you're talking about a mistake, for example, you can go on Google and just simply type, let's say that you are a fitness coach, and put like fitness mistakes, and you'll see Google will spit out a lot of lists and a lot of websites that have long lists, and from those lists you can see which one you agree with and then take that as inspiration to talk about in your post. Okay, so step number 3, now you're ready to plan your posts. Okay, now that you know your content pillar and you know exactly what you're going to be talking about, the topics, because you've done your research, now you can start planning which type of venue, which type of media you're going to be using to then transmit that message. So for example, it can be a carousel like you see here. I use carousels. It can be just a picture post, or it also can be a video. And if you watch my last week's videos or the 2 weeks before, actually, I talked about Reels. So if you're going to be posting on Instagram and you know that you're going to be doing a video, make sure you make that video under 60 seconds and make sure they use the Reels capability, because now Instagram are really pushing people that are using Reels and putting them more in the Explore page, and you're better at being found if you use Reels. And if you're found using Reels, then it's easy for you to also to grow on Instagram. So use Reels as much as you can. So for example, here's my limiting belief that I talked about on how people have this limiting belief that before they become successful, they need to have a website. So that's what I use. That's the content that I use to then post on Instagram. And this one is an example of mistakes. So for example, I choose the sales calls mistakes. So people always make mistakes when they get on the phone with the prospect. So I talk about the sales call mistakes that people do when they get on the phone with the prospect. So this is a carousel that I did. So my tips and hacks pillar, I shared a video that showed you the 3 steps that you need to make sure they have in place before starting an online business. And that's the video here. And in an example of a how-to pillar, I did a little carousel to show you how to optimize your bio on Instagram. So that's how I used it. And just as a last pillar, just an entertainment, this is me, it's a picture of me. And in the caption, I just put something really funny, got a lot of engagement, got people just to kind of loosen up a little bit and not to see all the time me talking about business and hacks and things like that. Are you liking this video so far? If you are, please then hit that like button, because we'll tell the algorithm gods that you love this type of content, and it will also help me in turn because they'll start pushing this video out and more people will see it and more people will be just a little bit closer to then succeeding and really being awesome at their marketing game. Okay, so we're almost there. Step number 4, batch your content. Now that you have your content pillars, now that you know exactly what we're going to be talking about, now you know exactly which format you're going to be using for each one of them, video, carousel, or even a single post. Now that you know all of that, you can start batching your content. This is one of the biggest secrets that people have here online and not a lot of people talk about. You think that people are every day posting content and posting it every day. No, we spend like a whole day or even a whole afternoon or just a couple hours a week planning everything out, batch producing it, and then just scheduling it out. So basically you want to take an hour or 2 hours off your day, and just, if you're going to do a video, then do a video. If you're going to write the content, but make sure they use all the content, all the things that you plan, and batch produce it, batch do it in one single day. That way it's done. It's up to you to do it for a week in advance, 2 weeks in advance. I know people that do it actually a month and 3 months in advance. I know a guy that he actually does podcasts, and he produces podcasts 3 months in advance. So basically today, right now, if he stops producing, if he starts recording, he actually would have 3 months worth of content to be pushed out every single day because he does daily podcast posts. And finally, step number 5, use Facebook Creator Studio. Now that you have everything batched, you can use Facebook Creator Studio to now schedule it out. You don't need to remind yourself, oh my God, at 5 o'clock, I need to post this. No. You can go on Facebook Studio Creator, you can upload your video, upload your picture and everything, and then just say, hey, for this one, post it on this day at this time with this caption, and it's done. You don't actually need to log into your Instagram anymore for the rest of the week because everything is done and it's easy to be used, and that's it. That's all you do it. That's how you do it. So there you have it. Now you know exactly how to plan a week's worth of content. If you like this video, please go watch this one because I tell you exactly how to grow on Instagram, and those hacks there that I give you are really, really hot. So if you like this video, go watch that one, and I'll see you on the next video next week. Bye.